What up, guys? This is gonna be the Promised Neverland episode 3. So I thought this adaptation was quite good, and this adaptation is really quite fast at the pacing, to be honest. But so far, as far as I'm concerned, they've not really missed out anything vital. So like the pacing is pretty decent. But so we get the introduction to obviously Sister Korone and what she's all about. So so we see Mother and Korone and their interactions. And from the conclusion of their interaction, we can see that they aren't really like friendly towards each other. It's more professional and everything, and they're not really working together, to be honest, because their motives are completely different. Because like Corona doesn't really want to help out Mother in a sense, and she's more after a position than anything else. Because oh whoa, because after their conversation, we see Korone explaining her motives and everything to that small broken doll. And I don't remember that scene being in the manga, to be honest, talking to that doll. So it might have been there, but I don't remember it. But I thought it was quite a good scene. We find out she's not like she's more after the promotion, and she's more about herself than Mother's interest. Because Mother says she doesn't want to report what's going on. So obviously that's raised suspicions towards Corona, who also is herself. Who wants to climb the ladder of success. Or obviously she wants to be a mother just like Mother. You know, she wants to get that promotion. So obviously the way she's gonna. So she's like thinking of ways to take Mother's place in a sense. Like she's even planning that already, scheming. Well, like Corona, I don't know. I thought the way the studio is handled, like Cloverwork Studio, like they've nailed her down because she looks so creepy. Like she's meant to look creepy as well, and I was like, wow, like they've nailed the expressions down, and the VA as well. Like it just sounds so authentic as well. And I don't know, that's just how I imagined she'd be talking. But yeah, that was pretty good. So we see the kids playing take tag in this game again. So obviously we see the three talk about escapes and means of escapes and how they're gonna escape with all the children, and obviously Ray being like the more what do you call it, the more rational one, or the more uh, I don't know what you call it. He's like the more ruthless one. That's the word. And he's just like, oh, we don't, those people will just hold us down. But like Emma, obviously, she's quite naive and stuff. So she wants to bring all the kids along with her, but that wouldn't be the most feasible with it now, Emma. But that's and then they have a little discussion about that, and then like the topics they discuss about and the things they imply is pretty crazy. What how smart these kids really are, and the whole tracking device thing was pretty dope as well. How they found out they have a tracking device in the ear, and then it was so clever because it's so small, and as you grow, you just stop seeing it. So that was pretty crazy. But then I quite like the way they use Tig, like and then the way Emma suggests to train the other kids is through Tig, like a gamer tag. Like that was pretty cool, and then the way we see them teach them. So when we see Ray teaching them about concealing your footsteps, or how about stop using fake footsteps and use the downward wind to your advantage, stuff like that. I thought that was pretty crazy. And then we see Corone trying to get in on the action. So obviously, the whole point of the tag game was a kind of a mind game between Corona and the top three kids, because it was more of a what do you call it? It was more of a testing herself against them, like to see how I don't know what's the word. Is to judge how much the difference between their skills and her skills are, and it was kind of a way to flex her abilities upon the kids, but it kind of backfires, to be honest. So like she gives them a 20-minute start, and then we uh, I'm getting tongue tied. But the through the game of Tig with Corona, we find out how she she shows off her abilities and intelligence as well, like the way she uses the what do you call it, the leaves with the marking to lure out the smaller kids. stuff like that, and she uses the other kids to lure out Emma. And then she analyzes quite well that Emma's quite naive, and she comes to save the kids. And then, oh my goodness, the part where Corona is looking for Emma and the two other little kids, and they're hiding behind a rock. And then Corona is just looking for him. It felt like a horror film at that point. And then the part where she finds him, I actually got scared. Like the Corona's face was just so creepy and like eerie. I was like, oh my goodness, like the jump scared me a bit. But then, obviously, with the two remaining left, Norman and Ray, the way that they outmaneuver her, and they actually win. That's the thing. They win against Corona. So then, and then the thing is, Corona, like she's just like, whoa. She now understands. Cause like the whole point of the take was to show the difference. She was trying to like, it kind of backfires on her because I reckon the whole reason she did the take, in my opinion, was to try to show how much better she was than all of the kids and trying to assert her dominance onto Ray, Emma, and Norman. But it backfires because Norman and Ray actually beat her. Yeah, and you can see like, whoa, she's actually mind blown and she's shocked that she got beat by these two, and she can't like she's kind of like she's got a bit of newfound respect for them, in the sense that, oh, whoa, these guys are quite smart. I shouldn't mess with them, as you can see from a pace panel after she gets beaten. So that was pretty crazy. But yeah, Ray and Norman are on a different level. They look quite majestic as well on the rocks. Just looking at them, I was like, damn. But then Corone says something interesting after the game of Tig. She mentions four names instead of the normal three. She mentions Emma, Ray, Norman, and Gilda. So Gilda, if you don't know, is the small girl with glasses on. And then there's talk afterwards in the next scene about a spy. So it's heavily implied that, and then we see Emma look at Gilda, like there's an emphasis on Gilda again because she comes out later than everyone else. So there's a heavy emphasis that Gilda could be the spy, which is how the episode portrays her. So we're gonna find out if she might be the spy for Mama, because the way they're theorizing is, why is Mama so calm? Maybe she has something already, like a spy, and that's what they've concluded. So I think Emma has a suspicion that Gilda could be a spy, but we'll find out who the spy. She might be the spy, or she might not be. Could be someone else, because Mama's quite smart as well. But we'll find out next time.